Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight. And this is episode 30 of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. How's it going, everybody? Episode 30.
Hey.
We made it
back.
Yeah. We made it. 30 episodes. That's a pretty big, I think, checkpoint, right? 30 episodes? That's
pretty legit.
We're talking like 75 hours of content here. Something like that.
That's a lot.
I'm about to sneeze. I feel it coming on.
Banana?
Is that what you're supposed to say, banana?
I thought so. Or look at a light?
It went away.
You just say banana and then you sneeze?
I mean, it just
or
worked.
Someone says banana to you and you sneeze.
I mean, it just worked here live. You saw it here. So
I think, Christian, are you just allergic to bananas?
Well, I don't know. It worked, I guess. But that was one of those sneezes. I felt that coming. My eyes were watering. Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's like they were ready. I was ready to sneeze, and I held it in.
Were you ready to
banana
mute
worked.
your mic just in case?
Yeah, I had my hand. You can't see my hand, but it was like right here on the mic, ready to mute it just in case. That's the benefit of having this one right here, and just automatic. But anyway, nothing to sneeze at tonight because we're headed into the Palace of Heart's Desire. We're actually already there. You're in the garden area. That's where you got to last time. So we'll pick back up with the recap there. It has been 2 weeks since we played last. But before we do that, just got a couple of announcements, some shout outs here. This is not only a pivotal moment for the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, but it's a pivotal moment for the Keep on the Borderlands campaign as well. That is headed into its... I mean, I think you both are really neck and neck. They're the benefit of us is we play weekly, mostly, I would say. But they're scheduled to play every other week, so we'll probably finish before them, but they're close. I mean, they are towards the end of that campaign, too, so lots of big things coming up in the channel. If this is your first time, or if this is the only game you've watched, I do suggest you check out Keep on the Borderlands. That's currently going on, and check out all the other live plays here on YouTube. Welcome also to the Twitch chat as well. We do stream on both platforms, and subscribe, like, do all the good things, all right? Get this channel where it should be. Now, before we get into our game today, I have another question for you all. We're on the theme of holiday, Halloween. It's been that way for a while. Spooky season. This is the last week before Halloween. Today is a recording. It's the 25th of October, so we're right there. And I asked kind of like the foil to this question to the Keep on the Borderlands crew, and their answers did not disappoint. I asked them what their least favorite candy to get it on Halloween is. So we had a whole bunch of like terrible candies that were brought up. My question to you is, what's the best candy? What's the thing that you look for the most, especially when you were a kid, but even as an adult, and you want to steal from your kid, like Mike and I, we want to steal, what are we looking for? Anybody want to go with this one first? I have an idea, but I'll let you all speak.
Easily Twix. Twix all the way.
That was mine.
Hand
Twix.
me all the Twix. I want it all.
Twix.
Was a
Stop
Reese's
it, Randall.
a really close second.
What second?
Reese's. A Reese's peanut butter cup. Can't go wrong with that.
Chocolate.
Yeah,
peanut
Christian,
butter.
that's very mid, that response.
Wow.
Twix are okay, I guess.
Learn
I don't
some
think
new
they're
lingo
anything
from your
exciting.
students.
What's yours, Mike?
I'm a sucker for Snickers.
Okay.
They're a lot more filling, and I think particularly if it's, on my street when I was a kid, there was always one house that we looked forward to going to because they owned a deli, and they always had a huge assortment of full-size candy bars. So we know when you were going there, you were getting something good. Actually, let me show you something. Hold on, give me one second.
Look at this. He's going to bring a prop in.
There we go. This is for our trick-or-treaters this year. We're going for the full-size candy bars ourselves. So
What?
Wow.
You are going to be the most visited house on the street.
I mean, you say that, but last year I think we had 3 trick-or-treaters, which is why we felt confident and we could give full-size candy bars because one box was 5.
Okay, not a lot of kids on the street.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Yeah. Well, it's the word's getting out. Everyone's heard this now, so they're coming. All right.
This is
we'll just
nationally live.
Yeah, Ali. We'll put Mike's permanent address down below in the chat for everyone to steal. Sure, nothing wrong will come of that. Randall, you seem to also have a dislike for Christian's answer. What's
well, I got more for Mike. I mean, I don't know how Twix is obviously. I mean, Twix is great. Twix is just kind of in the middle though. But Snickers is. I mean, how are you going to criticize Twix if you're going to go with Snickers? Also, filling.
Twix is like nothing.
Filling. What are you surviving in the wastes of the Sahara?
There are peanuts in Snickers, which is a little bit of like sustenance, I suppose.
I'm sure that.
Also, controversy. Peanuts can kill people.
Randall lives in Brooklyn. He's about to give some hipster aunt's answer. Like nobody's ever heard of the candy he's about to say. He gets it from some artisanal chef from Dumbo somewhere.
That is the only neighborhood in Brooklyn that you know, and I know this because we hung out last weekend and you literally said that someone lives in Brooklyn and you said Dumbo because that was what you knew.
Okay, Park Slope. There's another place.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Did you just look over to your left and get that information from your wife?
No, that's
your
where
phone
Scott
and a friend.
Used to live. I was thinking about it. That's where Scott used to live.
Wow.
So I mean, for when I was a kid, I don't really know. I really was into Tootsie Rolls. I really like Tootsie Rolls and Tootsie Pops, but that was, I think, really more of like because my mom would steal them all because she loved them. So I would, no matter how many I got, I would get like 2. But like actually, as an adult, my favorite candy is Junior Mints and Peppermint Patties. I love Junior Mints Peppermint Patties. But they didn't really show up much in like as a kid in Halloween. I feel like most kids don't really like them, but honestly, I love them.
My man gave 2 answers: the 5-cent bin answer and the "I'm an 80-year-old man" answer.
Peppermint
80-year-old men do not like peppermint patties. They like those weird Andes peppermints that you can only get in November and December.
Yeah, those are weird too. But I don't know. Peppermint doesn't do it for me. I mean, I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong. But Dasha, tell us the correct answer. Go ahead.
So I'm going to deviate from the chocolate theme a little bit.
Wow.
I love chocolate. I love Twix. I love Snickers. I do love like a Junior Mint sort of thing. I will never not be happy with that. But the one candy that I will eat without stopping, that I will just binge eat, get addicted to, and eat until I get sick is Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have a whole bag of those sitting on top of my fridge right now.
I cannot control myself. When I was in college and I needed to pull an all-nighter, I'd get one of those Starbucks Frappuccino like drinks in a bottle and a giant bag of Sour Patch Kids, and that just kept me up all night. Don't do this at home, kids. This is not good for you, but it got me through some essays.
That's a terrible combination of flavors, though.
Real Siggy,
you know what?
real life.
You know, it's really Siggy. I'm channeling Siggy. I would also get a Hot Pocket. It was the only thing that was available. I ate generally healthy in college, but if I needed to pull an all-nighter to write a paper on Hamlet and I hadn't started, I went to that little shop that was open till 1 a.m. down the street from me. And that's what was available.
Hot Pockets. Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a while.
I haven't heard of them either since I finished my second year of college.
It was crazy. When I was working at a shelter a couple of years ago, and one of my coworkers every single shift would eat a Hot Pocket, and I was like, I genuinely thought that this company went out of business, and now I've seen them every day. It's there. Oh man, Hot Pockets.
Yeah,
Whoa.
That's a
please sponsor our program, but
sponsored by Hot Pockets.
Sponsored by Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets are my favorite Halloween candy. That's what I look for in my trick-or-treat.
Do you like them frozen or ready to eat?
Half and half, like thawed to room temperature.
Honestly, when you cook a Hot Pocket, it's always going to be half and half. It's scalding hot and still frozen.
Yes.
There's no normal temperature.
Hot Pockets and pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Yes, third-degree burns in your mouth.
Yeah. Well,
they are weaponized.
Yes.
Speaking of basically third-degree burns hurting yourself, this party has caused quite a bit of trouble to themselves in the past, but not recently. We're going to do a little recap. We're going to talk about how you've triumphed at Jan, unlike all the other places where you've basically defeated yourselves. And we're going to talk about where we're at right now. You ready to do this? All right. Also, just throw it around the horn here. Who are we playing today? Dasha, we'll start with you. Who are you playing?
I'm playing Siggy, a fairy rogue. She's very anxious to get into this castle because her brother is supposedly in there.
That's
And,
right. You're
that's all
here.
I
You're
have to
so
say.
close.
Yeah. So close, yet so far away.
So close. Mike is not here, so we'll skip him. Go to Boomy. Christian, who you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing Boomy, the Adamar cleric, ready to get rolling. We're feeling good after that battle.
Yeah,
A couple
you
weeks ago.
you have been doing well, unlike the earlier parts of this campaign. And Randall,
Unlike episodes 1 through 29.
no, like 1 through 20, you guys struggled, but since then you've been doing pretty well, and I think the level ups have helped you. Randall,
Yeah, I'm playing Quentin Queen, Eloquence Bard, human. Yeah, excited to kill hags, which has become my new goal in life.
you're dark mode for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
All it took to win a fight with a hag, which we still didn't kill her, but is to just be goth. You just have to be evil. Be the bad guy you want to see in the world.
That's right. And Mike is coming back, but he'll be playing Oscar Tennant, the artificer, human artificer, and he's got his trusty sidekick Charles, the automaton, with him. And there he is. He's back. And also, of course, we have Lemon with the party. Mike, I just introduced you, so everybody knows you're playing Oscar Tennant and Charles. We're going to go directly to Roll20 while I
Nice.
give a little recap here, but you'll see that I've placed your character tokens down below. Make sure you can see them. Do you all see it? Yes? Yay and nay? Okay. All right, so
Yes, I do.
as we recap, like I said, you can check out the map while we recap. Like I said, you did really well in Yon. You were able to build some allies up, the Brigannox and the Cords. You created a plan to assault Motherhorn, which is where Endelyn Moongrave resided. You were able to free the people there. You thoroughly searched through the towers and the entire keep before leaving here. You found you were able to persuade Charm, the Darkling, to give you her balloon and fly this way with you. Amador and the other NPCs stayed behind, except for the ones that I just mentioned. And you landed somewhere in the outskirts, outside of the Palace of Heart's Desire. You saw some sort of fearsome monster. It looked like a green dragon flying around in the sky. And to avoid its the danger that the dragon presented, you stayed low to the ground. You landed the balloon in the forest, and Charm is waiting for you. However, first sign of trouble, she's out of there. Finally, you entered into the gardens. This is the entryway into the palace. You met a slew of characters here, a cast, really, of characters who are waiting to see Zybilna. They seem to be unaware of how long exactly they've been waiting and exactly what's happened to Zybilna. They think that she is still in charge. You were told by some of the crew here, which it included a headless dwarf who's tried to communicate with tapping its feet. You met a farmer trying to catch a pumpkin that was trying to eat chickens. You found a druid who permanently shapeshifted into a bear. And all of these creatures, and more, are trying to see Zybilna to fix their problems. However, they've been waiting for a long time, it seems. And you found yourself here in the garden, and now you're going towards the palace. However, I have placed you on the map, and it might be easier to see. There are quite a few things here in the garden. I'm actually just going to read the description once more, just so that we have a refresher in our head as to what this place actually looks like. Yeah, so here's what you see. The scents of roses, cowslips, hyacinths suffuse this vast garden. Ahead, a ring of standing stones rises from the flower beds. Glittering streams divide the garden and connected with a large pond shaded by the willows. The garden is silent, save for the sounds of music and voices of the people in the pavilion that you've just met. So, here we are. I'll scroll us in here. You can see them. And of course, the Badger Quartet playing music. What do you do?
I think before last time we played, I'd wanted to fly up to a window and see if I could discern anything within the building?
Sure. And actually, I think I did show you the picture of. Correct? I showed you the artwork of the castle.
I
think
do
so,
not
right?
remember. But
Might
you
as
may
well
have.
Yeah.
show it again.
Might as well show us again.
Yep. It is in your journal, but you can see it right now.
Mm,
Oh
mhm.
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember this.
So the castle itself had a couple of distinct features. It's a large palace. It looks like there are 2 floors. You would say on the main portion you could see there. However, in the center there's a very large spire with lots of little towers, and a other tower to the right, which is like cracked and broken and lifted off into the air, but some sort of a large growth has lifted it. So, yeah, there's quite a few things to note here, and it looks like there are plenty of windows, plenty of doors. But you are far away from it, as you can see on the map.
How far are we? Is this map to scale?
It is, although to be fair, I don't really. I feel like a lot of these maps sometimes they don't make sense how big or small they actually are. But looks like about 200 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So you could easily get there, but there's plenty of things that you would probably, if everyone's going to stay here while you do it, plenty of things that you'd be able to see on your way that I described to you.
Sounds
And,
good.
what is this over here?
It's a good question. Would you like to inspect it? It's a stairwell going up. It looks like a small tower. It doesn't look too big. It looks 30 feet in height, and a staircase is going up it. It looks like it is some sort of an open air elevated platform.
And just so I know for visuals, are these like just stones, like sitting stones, or are these standing stones in this?
They are standing. Looks like
henge?
Stonehenge type
Little henge.
circle.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep. And like I said, you can see on the map there's a bigger lake, a small little stream that kind of segments, and some paths that go through it.
Is the stag's head that is on, like, right here? Is that mounted on the wall here?
So when you get close to the wall, I'll describe it to you, but that kind of is more in line with what you see when you get to the door.
Okay.
In
So yeah,
fact-
I'd like to fly kind of over the garden, survey what I see, and fly up to the castle.
Gotcha. Interesting. All right, so you're gonna go. Is everybody else gonna stay here and just wait by the pagoda, the gazebo, the whatever that is? It's called.
I might
The
take a look
pavilion.
at the stairs. Just
Okay.
to see not just to try. I'm gonna try to do it from
Yeah.
afar for a little bit, and then see what it's about.
Gotcha. Just move your tokens, everyone, where you'd like to go. Dasha, you can move as far as you'd like. We're not in order, in initiative or anything like that.
Is that something? Is there something on that tree?
It looks like it's a little lighting glitch. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, the lighting does move as I move.
Yeah, the lighting will affect based on the trees. I think that each of the let's see here. Yeah, in the dynamic lighting, there are plenty of little like X's across bigger structures, so it's harder to see. Okay. So Dasha, I see your token has moved. Randall, yours has moved. What about you two? Mike and Christian, where are you headed?
I think I would want to keep a real close eye on Siggy and just kind of make sure wherever she's going that I'm kind of like within view just in case.
Do you want to then go to the edge of this like footbridge?
Sure.
Okay. Mike, what about you?
I went over to this axe and a stump to see if it's just a normal axe.
Gotcha. Yep, sure. So I'll go in order. Dasha, because you have the furthest trip, I'll start with you last, and I'll go kind of in the order of the distance you traveled. So we'll
Okay.
start with Randall. You leave the chattering of the minstrels and the pavilion, and you head to the side. While you still hear them in the background, they're muffled arguments and bickering over what's the proper way to dress a scone. You can see that this small tower, it's only 30 feet high, is made completely of stone. The staircase, which is finely crafted, curves upward at a comfortable angle. What would you like to do?
I would like. Can I? I want to try to do a perception check from afar before to see if there's anything I notice, and then if not, I'll get closer. But I want to try to play this a little safe.
Fair enough. Give me a perception check. I'll tell you what you can see.
Even though I'm shit at perception. Oh, that's. I don't know why it didn't roll in the roll 20. It rolled a 15 in the D&D Beyond though.
Sure it
Hold
did.
on, I'm gonna refresh my D&D Beyond.
I'll tell you what it shows you though. You can see the stairs have a bronze plaque at the top of the staircase. There's a doorway up here you can see. And from your angle, even though it's kind of hard to see, with a 15, you can read... Sorry, not read it. You can see that there's a gold plaque with some sort of writing on it.
Okay. Are there any windows on the tower?
None. However, you can tell there's no roof to it.
Okay. I'll make my way up to the door then. And I'll read the plaque.
As you ascend the staircase, you can see at the top there's a double door. A bronze plaque above reads Envy in common, E-N-V-Y. The
Envy.
tower, as I mentioned, is 30 feet tall. However, you've also just traveled up 10 feet in height. So now the top wall is only about 20 feet higher than you stand. The door set into that wall is, as I said, double-doored bronze. And it looks to be easy to open. There's two open handles there.
Okay. And it just says envy? That's it?
Envy in common.
In common. That's weird. Can I try to open the door? I'm gonna try to do so stealthily.
Sure.
You gotta work it now. 22 stealth.
You open the door without making much of a sound at all. You can see inside. This is a small, similar to the garden area outside, a small wooded area. Oak trees fill much of the interior of this tower. Rays of light cut through the canopy, illuminating a marble pedestal that stands at ground level. Swathed in tree roots, this hulking lion made out of iron stands on a pedestal, flicking its tail in irritation. You can call us Envy, it says to you. And you see this. There you go.
Is it moving?
It is moving, flicking its tail, and it looks a bit irritated. And it says to you, you can call us Envy. And it has this like metallic clang sound to its voice.
Hello, Envy. And gives a polite bow. My name is Quentin Queen. A pleasure to meet you.
You may enter. Welcome.
Very well. Is this your home?
Not quite. I've been summoned here by the host, Zybilna. I'm a guardian of sorts.
I'll enter, assuming that the rules of hospitality will protect me here.
It'll hop off its pedestal and it'll look at you, kind of stand over you. It's much bigger than you are. It stands probably 15 feet at its tallest point, and the metallic lion comes over to you, and it says, "We and our counterpart were created as a pair to protect the gardens from intruders in Zybilna's absence."
Very well. So do you protect it for Zabilna?
That's correct. Our presence signifies that Zabilna is not here. Where has she gone? We do not know.
Are you aware of the current residents of the palace?
That of which we know not. We are here to protect the garden and the entryway. And that is all we do.
I see. And so is that to say that those that currently reside inside do not come into the garden?
That would be correct. The palace receives visitors, even though Zabilna is absent. Guests are to remain here in the garden pavilion until Zabilna grants them access.
The Zabilna, we don't know where she is, but her home has been usurped. There's a coven of hags and another group, a league of malevolence that we believe to be here. We don't know who is in charge of whom, but Zabilna does not seem to be in the picture right now.
Unfortunately, we are not allowed to let visitors enter into the palace. Only those who are chosen may enter.
Chosen by whom?
Zabilna. In fact, there is a way that you could deem yourself chosen. Zabilna has created a crown as a key to enter. Guests can use it to reach certain areas in the palace. The crown has two forms, one made of silver needles, the other of golden roses. If you find it and make the correct choices, you may be allowed to enter, as Zabilna had deemed worthy.
And these crowns are in the garden.
That is correct.
Can you give me a hint as to where?
We do not know, but those who are chosen will find it. My counterpart, our counterpart, Wrath. One of us has been destined to wear the crown. We cannot say. Find the crown, place it on the appropriate guardian, and you will be given access to the palace.
So there's another guardian like you here in the garden.
Yes, we have a counterpart.
Where's your counterpart?
In the tower opposite.
I see. And are you two named aptly?
I would say so.
Very well. And we need only bring one of you. One of these crowns, you said?
Only one of us is destined to wear the crown. We do not know which.
But you said there were two crowns.
There's only one crown, but it can take two forms.
I see. So there's one crown that we need to find. Do you know what the crown looks like?
It could either be a crown of needles or golden roses.
So it looks like one of the two.
It
I
nods.
see. Is there
Good
anything
luck.
that I can do for you?
It looks a bit confused. And it says, we do not get asked that question very much. But perhaps yes. Perhaps you can. It does have something it would like. Ah, yes. Yes. Flowers from the garden. There are no flowers in here. It would bring us great joy.
Do you have a favorite?
Roses.
Would be my honor. Did I see any roses growing?
Probably, but you weren't taking note of it. There are plenty of flowers, though. So we're going to shift gears here. Sorry, go ahead.
No, he says very well and gives a bow. I will be back with your flowers.
It'll stand back up on its pedestal and let you leave. Mike, you head over to that stump over there.
Yep.
So, as you cross this little stream here, you can see it's very, very shallow, only like 2 feet deep. And in fact, probably you could hop it. So, do you just jump over it? Do you wade through the water?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, I will. I mean, I don't know. If I examine the water, I mean, and we're in a very magical place. Is this magical water?
Do you have detect magic up?
I don't even know if I have detect magic.
Then you do not detect magic. The water looks serene, peaceful, a trickling little stream headed through this beautiful garden.
All right, I will examine it.
How?
I will. Good question. How? I guess I will stick my hand into it, see if anything happens.
It has a very cool current, refreshing. Kind of makes you want to take a drink from it. I'll let you decide if you do or not. It's not something controlling you to do it.
I will. No, he's smarter than that. I'm not going to take a drink from it.
Okay.
I will just walk through the water to the stump.
What are you wearing, out of curiosity?
Let me double check my inventory.
Do you want Charles to walk across it as well?
I'm wearing studded leather.
Gotcha.
Sure, Charles could walk across with me.
Sure. You walk across, as I said, it's very shallow, 2 feet or so, in its deepest point. And you trudge across, your pants are wet. Charles's robot body is wet. And you can see, just about 10 feet beyond, an axe in a stump. This gleaming great axe is embedded in a withered tree stump just beyond this bend of the stream. It's a big axe.
Can I pull it up?
What's your strength score?
Not very high, a 9.
What about Charles?
Charles is higher, but I don't think it's anything magnificent. I think it's like a 15.
But the two of you together could probably lift it, I would say. When you try it, it doesn't budge a bit.
All right. Me and Charles will both give it a go.
Yeah, you use Charles, some leverage, elbow grease, and he does most of the heavy lifting here, but he'll slowly but surely dislodge it. This axe is heavy. It's a hefty axe. Can you, as an artificer, do you have any way to identify the objects, like automatically, or with some
I
sort
don't
of
think there's
ability?
any feature that lets me do that. No, I'd have to
Gotcha.
spend some time examining it just like anybody else, and I do not have the identify spell, so.
Well, it's interesting. It does not require attunement. I'm going to say that if you were to hold it, try to wield it, you'd know what it does. Yeah. I'm just going to give it to you. Here you go. This is the Woodcutter's Axe. It gives a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with this magic weapon. And when you use it against a plant, an ordinary plant, or a creature with the plant type, or a wooden object that isn't being worn or carried, the attack deals an extra 2d6 damage on a hit.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if that's for me, but maybe somebody in our group would be interested in that. I will put that into my bag and prepare to show that to the rest of the party once we get back together.
It's probably big enough that it wouldn't fit into your bag, but you could have Charles carry it, sling it over his back or something.
Yeah, Charles,
like that.
hold this, Charles.
Right, exactly. Let me see here. I thought actually when I read it earlier there was more properties to it, so I'm going to double check. Nope, that seems to be what it is. Yep, that seems to be what it is. So again, it does the 2d6 extra slashing damage on a hit against a plant or plant creature. Plant type. And it's straight up +1. So even if it's not, it's pretty good. All right, that's what you find. We're going to head over to Boomy. Boomy, where's your token?
Is it not? Did I not move it?
Am I missing it? Yeah, you didn't move it. Yeah.
I got
You were
way
over by the
put
footbridge,
away.
correct?
Yeah.
You're going to pass through that standing stones area, so I'll read you the description too.
Oh, sure.
You can see those moss-covered 12 stones standing in a ring in the middle of a small clearing. An arcane sigil is inscribed on the inward-facing side of each stone, and the space between the stones is free of vegetation. You notice that as you walk around, and I assume you're not walking through it, right? You'd be smart enough to do that.
I would have walked right through it.
That's a
Fair-
valid question.
Fair enough.
I would have walked right through it.
It looks pretty, Bobby.
I love the honesty. Yeah, so you're so close. You hear the sound of the music and the chatter, but yeah, you stand in the middle of this circle, and you can look around. And you can believe there's a sequence here. Each of the stones having different sigils on them.
Do I recognize any of them?
Give me an Arcana check. I can tell you if you can.
Sure. I don't think I've ever done one of those. There we go.
Nah.
That's 3.
I mean, if somebody were to sit here and decipher them, maybe there would be some sort of meaning to it, but at a glance, no.
So all I'm seeing are just those sort of symbols, and that's it.
That's
Nothing
it.
else.
Yeah, you see these arcane sigils inscribed on each of the stones, and that's it. I mean, that's what you sense that there's some sort of, possibility of magic here, but no, you don't know anything about it.
And okay. And there's how many of them? 12.
12.
12.
All right, so
Yeah.
if you want, we'll just keep moving to stay within earshot of Dasha.
Yeah, I probably
Okay.
would maybe check whatever this thing is as well while I'm
Sure.
over here.
Yeah, you pass through these stones quickly because they don't mean much to you. A marble fountain, though, rises from a plinth on the bank of the stream, overflowing with water. However, the water looks like it is in mid-air, time frozen.
Oh.
Yep, it is spilling from the mouths of sculpted animals, but the water is just there, floating mid-air.
Can I touch it? Touch the water?
As you touch it, you can hit the water, and almost like with almost, you ever use like kinetic sand?
Yeah.
How it you can manipulate it a bit. You're moving water, and little splashes are forming when you do that, but they don't move. They're just little tiny splashes when you tap the water, start to form, and then they don't move. Almost like only your movement is producing any sort of change.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you see.
All right. I'll take note of that. And I don't know what to do with that.
Sure.
So I'll just kind of hang in between, go by the bridge.
Sure.
I want to drink some of the water after hearing you mention it to Mike, but
Yeah, you want to drink some?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool, and you can take a sip from it. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no. A 13?
Okay, your your intelligence score drops to 3.
Perfect.
You gain the following traits that supersedes any other traits you may have. Which again is more role playing anyway, but you feel like you have the disposition of a wild animal. Okay?
I'm so excited.
Got it.
You feel like you are a beast. What type of beast would you be?
I would probably
What's Boomy's spirit animal?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is it? I'm gonna say some sort of bear.
A bear. So you feel like you are a ferocious bear-like creature. Maybe not a bear, but you yourself are
Just feel
bear-like.
like-
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright.
you feel like you're strong, powerful. You can still speak and do anything you'd like. However, your intelligence is that of like an animal, basically.
Awesome.
Very, very minimal right now.
I'm just
So-
waiting for him to start growling.
So for to change it to 3, my intelligence, I just for the override score, I just put 3.
3. Yeah.
3.
Okay. While you start to go on all fours and revert to your bear hibernation, we're gonna go over to Dasha. Dasha, you fly up, you leave your friends, and you head to this kind of like a front door, basically. There you go. Look at this. A 0 you rolled there, Boomy.
Oh, sorry.
Very nice.
There you go.
Dasha, you head up to the front door. Here we go. You can see there's a door here, the big double doors, and it's silvery. These doors are silvery, embedded on the outer wall. You can see a luxuriant design. Inlaid is that of a it basically they call it the heart crown symbol, heart being that of a deer. You can see that inlaid, this cameo inlaid on the door. There are plenty of windows as well, as you can see. Let me actually zoom up here. So that's on the doors here, the double doors, the main entrance, it looks like. At a slightly elevated height, you can see large windows. And atop is some sort of a rampart. Do you want to go up to the windows?
I'd like to stealthily go up to the windows.
Sure. There's nobody around, so you fly up quietly, as quiet as you'd like to be, and you can like peek over into the windows. Inside the windows, you see a hall. Inside the hall, you can see illustrations painted on the panels of the wall, depicting that of a starry sky. This entire hallway basically looks like what you'd see if you were to look out your windows on a clear, moonless night. This entire hall. It's a long hall. I'd say it's about 100 feet in length and about 10 feet wide, and you're looking at it, kind of intersecting at it. So to the left, it goes 50 feet. To the right, it goes 50 feet. All these windows go along this hallway.
Are there any people inside or any furniture?
No furniture and no people. Again, it
Okay.
almost, at first glance, looks like you're staring into space.
Interesting. Okay. And are there any other windows surrounding?
Tons of windows, yeah. You can go left or right, and you can see there's those kind of like two kind of bookend towers. They're not that tall. They only go up to 2 stories, but...
And let's see. Yeah, if I look in like this tower, for example, do I see anything new in the windows? Is there like a separate chamber there?
There is. It looks probably like that hall connects to it. But there's a separate door blocking it off. Inside, you can see a circular chamber decorated with sculpted reliefs depicting humans and demons partaking in some sort of grotesque revelry. The staircase spirals upwards, golden handrails in the middle.
Can I continue flying up the tower?
You can go up to the second story, which, again, you can see is some sort of a landing. Similar description as the bottom.
And again, no people, no furniture, no anything?
No, this is probably more of an access point. No furniture here, but no people either.
Okay. Can I fly back down to the door with the stag? Like the
Yep.
Was it the
The crown.
hearts?
The crown
Crown,
heart.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to, I guess, take a closer look at it. Maybe investigation check?
Sure, go for it.
Let's see, did it roll?
I don't see it yet.
See, I'm trying to do the thing where I roll in D&D Beyond, and I can't
You
figure it out.
ruined it.
Okay. I'll just roll it.
What'd
manually.
you
get? I don't remember because I accidentally clicked and it went away. But I'm gonna roll again. 26. Okay. That would be an 8. Yeah.
You can just, very briefly survey the door. It's locked, and it looks as though there's no way to open it. Like there's no mechanism. There's no door handle. There's no lock. There's no gears. You see, it looks as though it's pretty sealed. There might be some other way to get in.
How strange. Okay. I guess at this point I've been gone for a little while, so I would probably fly back to my group.
Yep.
And maybe just survey the gardens from above as I go to see if I notice anything.
Yeah, you can see a couple of areas, and I'm just going to zoom out on our big screen here. You can all do that. I'd say at this point, Randall, you've joined the center. You found Mike with a brand new axe, or excuse me, Quentin found Oscar with a brand new axe, and Boomy starting to act rather rambunctious in the center by the footbridge. And Siggy, you'd see this as you fly around, and you look around, you can see that there's clearly some sort of statue in this garden area to the northwest, and to the east, there's another tower, just like the one you saw over here where Randall was headed, where Quentin was headed.
Could I fly over to that tower, perhaps? On my way, or should I regroup with my...
It's up to you. You can see downward into it because you can fly as high as you'd like. It's a 30-foot high tower that's, it's not very big compared to the palace, which is also elevated from the garden. But you can see into it plenty of oak trees kind of lining the area here.
Mm-hmm. I'll fly over there maybe. I'm basically looking for any place that my brother might be hidden, so a nearby tower might be something that I check out.
Sure. You can head over to that tower, and you swoop down into the trees here. And similarly, like I had mentioned to Randall, this is some sort of a separate garden. There's plenty of oak trees providing shade, and you can see through the thicket a hart, again, a deer, seemingly made from iron, stands atop a marble pedestal, pawing the ground angrily. Strewn around the pedestal are dozens of empty baskets. It looks to you, and it shouts, "We are Wrath," says the Iron Heart. Why have you come to us?
We are Siggy, and I'm just looking for my brother, and, what? Hello, are you okay?
Of course I'm okay.
Why are you so angry?
I was designed this way by Zabilna. You have entered here. You are an intruder. You must leave.
I'm sorry. I'm just, are you aware that Zabilna's seems not to be here right now? It seems like some other people might have taken over her palace, some bad people.
You've come in here through the barriers. You have not yet knelt. Kneel to us.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She'll fly down and she'll kneel and, bow her head. I kneel to you, and I am sorry for entering without permission, but I am asking for permission because we ultimately want to, help this place, hopefully.
Zabilna has placed me, or us, and our counterpart as guardians to this garden.
And are you aware that there have been others who have entered here?
Yes, we are aware. They are awaiting Zabilna's permission to enter.
But Zabilna's not here, and these bad people have taken over The palace.
Correct. We are here in her absence, and we will not let anyone into the towers.
But who are you guarding it from, if not from the bad people who have taken it over?
We have been given a mission directly by Zybilna. We will protect this place. If you bring the crown to the correct one of us, then you'll be allowed to enter, as Zybilna has demanded.
Where can I find this crown?
You must search the garden. We will not take any other requests.
Okay, a crown. What does the crown look like?
A crown of iron thorns or golden roses. Only one will suffice.
Okay, thorns and roses. We can look for that. I can look for that. Why are all these baskets here?
I've demanded berries. Others have brought them to me. Will you bring me berries?
Oh, of course. I love berries. I love snacks of any kind. I will look for some, and I'll share some with you happily.
Perhaps then you will come with the crown. But until then,
Yes.
you may not enter the palace. But bring
Okay.
me berries.
I will bring you a snack of berries, and I will go find the crown.
We would like that.
She'll salute and fly off to join her party.
Okay.
Bob, is there anything interesting in this lake?
Yeah, plenty of interesting things. You see Siggy fly back over to the group now and regroup. I assume you're all going to share your tales with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, I would also ask, Siggy, you seem to get the best view. Did you see any collections of roses? And there seems to be many flowers, but I haven't found enough roses.
Would I have seen any particular place as I was flying along with roses?
You
Bob?
weren't looking, so no, but I mean, if you were to do a quick
Yeah.
search, you could.
Yeah.
Spend a couple minutes. While you're doing that, maybe looking for roses, you just shared your tales. Mike, I see you over by the pond. I'll just describe the pond to you while you're there, and everybody else is searching. For the two of you searching for roses, if you'd like to give me a survival check, you can. Willow trees encircle this pond. Lily pads dot the mirror-like surface of the water, and hungry dragonflies dart about, feeding on motionless fireflies that form in an unmoving cloud above the still water. So, just a reminder, some things look like they're stuck, right? Like the water in the fountain was stuck. The flies look stuck, but the dragonflies, they're moving around, picking off these stuck flies.
Okay.
I see you're at the edge. Are you also feeling the water?
I mean, if there's anything, is there anything interesting under the surface?
This is definitely different. The water is deeper here, right, than the rivers that you were going through. It's a little bit darker, especially towards the center.
Oh, screw it. I'm gonna take out some rope and tie it to my waist and hand the other end of it to Charles, and I'm gonna wade into the water.
Nice. You get about waist deep into the water, kind of push aside some lily pads. And then about 5 feet in front of you, you can see slowly, breaking the surface of the water and rising up, is a delicate hand. It's as black as winter's night. The hand clutches in it a crown made of silver needles. Below the hand, under the surface, is a school of shimmering black fish that takes on a humanoid form. So it's almost like you see the shadowy figure below with a dark hand as black as night holding this crown up in the air.
That's horrifying, but I will reach out and take the crown.
When you take the crown and you put your hand on it, you can hear something. Almost like a gentle voice on the wind. In what's your native language? Is it common?
Yeah, he's a human, so it's common.
So your native language in common, even in your native dialect, it whispers to you. The beginning of whenever. The end of ever after. the start of an age, the finale of every moment, the first in history. And with that, the hand will let go of the crown and subside into the water.
All right.
I can repeat that for you, obviously.
I'm gonna come out of the water. Untie myself, and then I'm gonna hand the crown to Charles so that he can hold it for me.
Sure.
And can I do an Arcana check? Does any of that gibberish make sense?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. I'll let you know what you know.
Also, could you repeat the last 2 lines? I didn't.
I'll repeat it all.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll repeat it all.
Not a great
I had a feeling.
roll. 8.
I mean, some strange magic for sure. It kind of freaked you out, but to understand it truly, you don't know enough. The beginning of whenever, the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finale of every moment, and the first in history. That's what was whispered to Mike or to Oscar. Oscar, what do you say when you get out?
I would come out, and I would have Charles coming with me. He'd have a great axe in one hand and the crown in the other one. I'd say this place is full of all sorts of interesting things.
Oscar just leaves with his new magic items. I got a ring, I got an axe, I got a crown. What else do I need?
Seriously.
Oh, that's right, I got a ring. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
the
you get the ring of shooting stars.
Ring of the Meteors. Yeah, whatever it's called.
I will note, though, that the entity that gave me the crown, I don't know what it was. It seemed like a lot of fish, but they Latinized into a human form. I'm not really sure what verb I should use there. But they gave me a riddle. I don't know why fish are giving riddles, but I'll repeat it to them.
Sure. And so, yeah,
Interesting.
you say this aloud into the ether, and everyone here hears it. What do you do with this information, everybody?
Well, it's odd. At first, it starts to seem more talking about fairy tales, but then it shifts. But that crown does appear to be one form of the crown that Envy told me about.
The angry deer also told me it wanted a crown.
Angry. Wait, it was a deer, a doe or a stag?
A stag, and it was very mad, and it wanted berries. So I promised I'd get it some berries. I bring a snack and a crown, but there were 2 crowns, and I don't know which one it wanted.
Didn't you say that the door had a stag on it?
Yeah. So just to clear things up here, because I looked this up because I had never heard a hart be referred to a deer. I've heard stag and whatever buck, but this is like Old English. It doesn't really get used anymore, so kind of makes sense for this fairy tale. And it also, I think, it comes from, well, I'm reading now on Google, so this has to be right. Apparently,
Yes.
Dutch, German, and Swedish, Norwegian ancestry. So it comes from there. So it kind of makes sense that this sort of fairy tale style of an adventure would use the heart instead of something else, like a stag or whatever. But heart,
There's also the Palace of
H-A-R-T.
Heart's Desire. Makes sense to have hearts guarding it.
Ooh,
True.
spelled differently, I think, but yes.
Yeah, spelled differently. Yeah, H-A-R-T as opposed
Yes.
to the actual heart.
In House of the Dragon, if anyone's watching that, they hunt a white hart.
Wow,
one
I
point.
didn't see it, and now it's ruined.
whole show.
Whole season.
The whole
Don't
show.
Whole
even
season.
watch it. HBO was going to sponsor us next week.
Now it's done.
Spoilers.
We'll have to go with Netflix.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Have to go with,
You have to watch Wheel of Time. Damn it.
but it
So
was a
it's-
stag, right? The other statue was a
Correct.
or
A heart.
I suppose.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And
the
great.
deer.
And the
Mhm.
jewel
All right, so
is a
it's
stag.
a deer and a what's the other animal?
A
lion.
lion.
A lion.
All right, so
Lion.
I don't know this riddle. I don't understand this riddle. Here's my thoughts as a person, not as Oscar. A lion is Lannister, and a deer is Baratheon, and the Lannisters suck dick, so we should give the crown to the deer.
Wait,
What?
this is an Oscar thinking this?
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna say. What? All right. I don't. So the riddle may be trying to tell us what to do with it, but also, she said, Envy said, they are named aptly. Why would a lion would not want, or an envious lion would not want a crown of thorns, but perhaps an angry, wrathful stag would. So I think you're right. I think giving it to the stag would make more sense. They did say that there's only one crown. They didn't say what happens if we make the wrong choice, though, because they didn't know who we're supposed to give it to, just that we're supposed to give it to one of them.
Wait, there's
We
two
could
crowns,
assume
no?
that we
No,
can
it's
assume
one
that there's some
crown
sort
that
of
has
punishment.
two forms, they said.
Bob, is that... Or did I misunderstand? I thought there were two different crowns.
So they have different appearances, but they will choose the form that is correct. I just posted in the Zoom chat as well, just so you have it for keeping the message, the beginning of whenever, that sort of, so you have it. So it looks
a reason
like
you capitalized.
I didn't capitalize anything. I just copied it straight from the book.
Oh, well, that makes it more interesting.
Somebody at Wizards of the Coast doesn't understand nouns versus proper nouns.
I got it.
Yeah.
Common nouns.
I got it. Siggy wouldn't have got it because she hasn't seen it written down. But Dash has got it.
I think I know. Now that I'm seeing the words capitalized, I think I know where you're going with it.
Did you figure out the word? No, it's not with capitalization.
Yeah.
But it's... Okay,
Well-
so Siggy's gonna say, can we write this riddle down so that we can look at it properly? Let's write it in the sand with a stick.
Boomy, please spell it out for us.
Yes, Boomy, please.
Yeah, Boomy, spell
I'm just
it out.
I'm just
Lemon-
like looking around, like looking like awfully suspicious.
Just growling.
I'm just like really like I feel like I'm on heightened alert almost.
Lemon flies over. She's got a
Does his
basket
class
of.
change to a barbarian for the rest,
No.
for the rest of the game?
Guys, I think I got it. I think I understand the riddle. There's a picture of a deer's head here next to the door. We should probably give it to the deer.
Yes.
I mean, try.
If it...
I feel like you're missing a couple steps there, but sure.
So Siggy will do what Dasha probably would have done in real life and write it out.
Lemon
on the
will come
sand.
over. Yeah, Lemon will come over while you're writing, and she's got a basket full of berries and roses. And she's like, I just found these lying around. They look good. She pops a berry in her mouth. She's like, tasty.
Oh, I can use those to give to the stag, the angry stag.
Oh, no fair. I wanted these.
We can share just a little.
All right.
Just a little bit.
I'm sure
Sure.
one berry would fill her up entirely anyways.
Yeah, she's like, I'm full already.
So Siggy
guess.
will write the riddle out on the ground. Christian's got it.
Yeah.
And think very, very hard. Do I have to roll?
No, you.
I don't know
No,
if Siggy would get it.
I mean, you don't have to necessarily be like an intelligent like
That's true, that's
puzzle
true, that's true.
solver to solve a puzzle, especially
What's-
like a verbal puzzle. And that was
Yeah.
what I meant, like when the capitalization, because I was like, oh, okay, it's that word that matters, not
Yes.
the
I see, I see, I see.
phrase.
Gotcha.
What's your intelligence anyway, Dasha? Or your
My
Yeah, what is
Siggy's.
Dasha's intelligence?
Siggy's?
Dasha's intelligence is a +3.
Siggy's a +3? Come on.
Somehow it's a +3. So Siggy will write it out.
Dasha in real
Say-
life is a maxed out the intelligence 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay. So this riddle, the beginning of whenever, when, the end of ever after, when after. That makes no sense. And she'll like scratch it out. She's like writing it on the sand as she's doing it. No. Okay. Beginning of whenever. W. The end of ever after. R. The start of an age. A. Ra. The finale of every moment. T. The first in history. And then she's got the word written out. She's got the first and last letter of whatever corresponding word they went with.
Why does it say wreath?
It Siggy's like, it's in my spelling. No, it says wrath.
Oh, that's how you spell that? Okay.
Yes, I think we have to give it to my angry deer friend, along with the berries.
Well, this all tracks. I mean, the very odd story that Oscar told us about those noble houses from what was it? Was it Waterdeep?
And Baldur's Gate.
Yes, one from Waterdeep, one from Neverwinter, and then another from Baldur's Gate.
All places
and then
that
the
Oscar has
door-
lived.
The door is also a stag's head, and I think that an envious lion would not like this crown and your riddle. I think everything points to this. So yes, I don't know how to get up there because there's no stairs. It's a lot easier to get to mine. But if you would like to give it to
Yes.
your friend,
I can fly
also,
there and give
where
it to
did you
him.
find those roses? I didn't see. You found so many.
Lemon.
Take some.
Actually, it was Calumport, okay?
Calumport?
Outside of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did Lemon get the berries and the?
She found them
roses.
in the garden.
Oh, they were just growing there.
Yeah, there are lots of these berries. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with eating them. She'll pop another one in her mouth.
Well, I'll take them to my friend, and she'll
Okay.
scoop up the crown and the berries and fly them over.
And you zip over the wall?
Yes.
Gotcha. Because there is no staircase here. There's no access to this tower, with ease, at least. So you hop over, and you can see the creature, the iron heart, and it looks at you, and it kind of motions for you to bow again.
I will bow.
I see you've brought me berries, and a special gift.
Yes, I have. My friend found the crown, and my other friend, Lemon, found the berries, and I hope this is enough for you.
We are
We
very
ate a couple.
pleased. Place them down.
She'll place the berries down in front of him and place the crown on his head. I
So
suppose.
that when you place the berries down, the creature then hops off the pedestal and then lowers its head towards you, as if it knew what the intention of the crown is.
I will set it on his head.
Awesome. So you set the crown on his head, and you can see that it starts to shine, and it changes from thorns to that crown of gold roses, and it lifts its head up in the air, and it gets back into its statuesque form, and it just kind of stands there like a sentinel with the golden crown now on its head.
Hello? Are you there still? Has it become a statue?
It basically stands there still, unmoving.
Okay. Okay. Can I examine the pedestal and the statue itself to see if there's any clues on it about how to get into that door?
No, it doesn't say anything on it. It's just an iron pedestal and an iron statue that look like they're now connected. But there's no inscription, no placard. Bare completely.
Did anything happen out here in the courtyard once you did that?
I'm dragging
Nothing.
along Boomy to follow Oscar.
Nope, nothing happened. However, you're not near, like, oh, you are near the door. Wow, okay, gotcha. I just zoomed out. I see your tokens here. Yeah, the door, while it was not open in the first, like, there's no opening, there's no door handle, there's no lock. When you stand over there, at some point, while Siggy's talking to the heart, the door, sensing your presence, opens inward. It just unlocks and then slowly moves inward.
All right, I'll call out to Siggy. Shut the doors open.
And Siggy, you can move your token back if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I will fly back.
And I'm gonna poke my head in.
Back here.
Okay, move yourselves. Okay. Inside, you see the walls are illuminated by the depiction of a starry sky. The paintings show, as I said before, what you really feel like you would see if you looked up into the sky on a clear, moonless night. It just top to bottom, floor to ceiling, this entire hallway looks like space. You almost feel like the stars are shimmering as well. There are 2 doors in this room. To the left, sorry, there are more than that. There are 2 doors bookending this long hallway. One to the east and one to the west. Ahead of you, there are 2 doors facing the north side. They seem to be much smaller than the 2 double doors at the ends.
So we're standing on like a rampart sort of overlooking this hall now?
No, the map's kind of just hard to see. There's a top portion to this. Oh, let's move you back in here for a second.
Uh-huh.
I guess there's no blocking on it. So let me move you a bit. Let me see here. Let me just make sure you don't accidentally wander into a place where you're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, so there's no... you were just asking, are you on a rampart? No. There is... outside, above you, there is some sort of a rampart, but you flew up there. You saw it. There's nothing there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay, so now...
Are all 4 of these sets of doors actually here?
Yep, they're all here. So there's a door
Okay.
here, and a door here. And these are windows that look into the other side of the walls. And when you look into it, you're like, huh, it's more night sky. It looks like space in this next area.
Cool. I'm gonna...
What's your
I'm gonna
passive
open-
perception, Randall? You're over here?
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
10.
10? Gotcha.
I'm gonna open the door.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. The door to the left. I'll open it for you. Okay. There you go.
Cool.
I'm going to take a minute to describe this to you, okay?
Okay.
You open up a double door, and it leads onto a stone balcony. This large, actually I shouldn't say large, massive, rectangular courtyard is open to a twilight sky. And if you would like to see this, you can move your tokens to here. To a twilight sky. However, there is no visible floor. Instead, there is a vortex of dark clouds churning below. A marble tower rising from the maelstrom is encircled by 7 turrets. 4 stone staircases extend from the outer areas of the palace into the tower, each one part of a buttress that spans the void and stabilizes the tower. That's what you see inside. It's this something you've never seen before. I mean, you saw lightning storms and things like that in Yan. This is like the heaviest and the most furious vortex below. What do you do?
How far can I actually see in this room?
You can see exactly what you see here because these
So
towers obscure you.
Oh, okay. So I can't see like anything above them. They go all the way
They
up?
rise up like hundreds of feet into the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You
Do I get the sense that if I fly into this, I'll get like sucked down into whatever's going on down below?
Give me an insight check, or I'll say maybe even just nature.
Okay, nature's better for me. A 10.
I mean, it's rather windy. It does feel like that swirling, churning vortex down below would be hard to fly against. I mean, you haven't tried it, so you don't know, but it's pretty powerful. The wind is blowing harsh.
This is a walkway?
It looks like some sort of like a stone connection up to going up to the top of that tower. Again, way up into the sky.
All right. I think that we need to go into that tower. The one that looks like it leads to the same place that other door does. Maybe there's a way up or through. There doesn't. You can't fly through this, and I don't know. I don't see any other way to traverse.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna go over to this door and open this door.
Gotcha.
Is it locked?
It is not. However, I'm just going to do something real quick.
Okay.
This door behind you, you can see. Let's see, Mike. That's you here. That's you, yeah. Behind you, you hear footsteps, as if someone with soft shoes were behind you, and it's not Boomy. I do see your token there now.
I did say I dragged Boomy with me.
Yeah, I assumed Boomy was with you.
Taking the cleric for a walk.
Yeah, I don't know why I was like.
Fair enough. Behind you, though, you hear the footsteps of some, like I said, soft feet, and the door closes behind you.
But he doesn't see anyone?
No. You just heard the sound of feet and then the door close.
Spooky.
How would the door close?
I see you moving around. Mike, what are you looking for?
You're muted.
No, I'm just pacing until someone makes a decision.
The door here, Randall. You want to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead. Maneuver yourselves.
Okay.
You head into this chamber. This is a spiral staircase that heads up. I think Dasha looked into the other side, the other little bookend here, and you see the same sights. You can see a spiral staircase ascending up into the air, and you also see an elevated staircase extending over that court of storms. You can see it leads to one of the turrets of the central tower, all the way up. That's the staircase right here.
Is this a door next to the end here? Is there a door?
It does look like some sort of a passageway. Whether it's a door, you can't see exactly from your distance, but if you were to go up there, you could inspect it more. Do you want to head up there?
I will go up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maneuver yourselves. Place yourselves on the map where you'd like to go.
Weird. I can't. Oh, I'm trying to move, and it's ramming my token into the the like wall barrier thing you have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just trying to move, and I was like,
Oh.
I can't get past this.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had to physically move myself.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's so weird. I've never seen that.
So you head upwards. And let me just make sure I have the right room here. Yeah. Okay.
This music is from Supernatural 20, and it's giving me like horror flashbacks right now.
Oh, come now. It's fine. Nothing wrong. So, you head up to... Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to move you, aren't I? Yeah, I think I have to move you. 7... Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not saying anything that I'm not supposed to before you get there. Let me just see one thing. Here we go. Yes. Okay, great. I'm going to move us to a new map. All right? I'll move your tokens in so you don't see anything you shouldn't, and then we'll switch to that map. All right, so Siggy, before I do anything wrong, I'm going to move your tokens over. Siggy, Boomy, Quentin, Oscar, Lemon, and Charles. Okay, we are all... Oh, Charles is huge. I'm going to make him smaller. Okay, now we should be good. Here we go. You should see the map forming now. Okay. Oh. Whoops. I put you in a different layer, so let me move you back to the layer you're supposed to be in. There you go. Better? You can see your tokens? Okay, good.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so I'm just going to move you here, everybody, into this spot here. So yeah, so this leads up into some sort of a landing. It's a very small area with another staircase heading to the north. How would you want to proceed?
I think Siggy might even go first. She's very anxious to explore and find her brother, maybe, so it might not be the smartest decision, but she's going to try to go first. Unless someone stops her. But just going up here and exploring more, I guess.
Let me move. Yeah, let me do the same thing with this map so you can't accidentally go into the
Yeah.
wrong spot. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, go ahead. All right, so you go up there? Yeah, gotcha.
Anything here?
Yes. Let's see here. Yeah, right in that room? Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so you climb into the chamber here. This little chamber off to the side. And you can see... Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. You head into this chamber, and you can climb the staircase up. You can see an enameled black coffer resting on a pedestal of living vines in the middle of the room.
How large is it?
Let's see here. The coffer is small. It looks like it would only be like a small little box. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Small. Tiny.
Okay. I will use my mage hand to try to open it.
Sure, you can use your mage hand. You open it up. Inside, you see a lustrous black crystal. Just sitting there. This strange little coffer right in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. I'm gonna use my mage hand to take it out.
You can grab it. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. You take this gem out, and you now have this. Write this down. This is important. Okay?
Okay.
It could be nothing. Could be the most important thing in the game.
Okay.
Though you also did just say, write this down, this is important. So
It's important. No
He's
taking.
gonna tell us.
The importance of note taking, Randall.
He's going to tell us that for every single object we find in this
Every-
castle.
Mike, that axe, write that down if you haven't done so. It's maybe the most important thing that you found.
I mean, it does seem like a pretty cool axe. I mean, that one makes
It might
sense
be
that you'd
the
say
key to everything.
that. Right.
I doubt that, but also nobody in our group can actually even fucking use the thing.
Well, no, I think Boomy probably can.
Yeah, but then he has to not use a shield.
That's true. That's true.
So I guess I'll show Randall, or Quentin. I found this crystal in there. I don't know what it does, but I'm going to take it. It's shiny.
Well, I'm not an arcanist, but I mean, looking at it looks like could be nothing, or perhaps the most important thing that we could have found here.
I agree.
All right, can I conduct an Arcana check on it?
Yeah.
Can I? I'll assist him with that because I do actually have a decent Arcana, so you can get advantage.
Go for it.
All right, so with advantage, it's 17.
You know what this reminds you of? It reminds
What?
you, and you're not 100% sure of this because you haven't been able to study this that long, but those wishes back in the Briganock mine, this kind of feels like that.
All right, so I guess I would say it's got some similarities to the wishes, though I imagine, given where we are, this must belong to Zabilna. It's maybe perhaps some sort of wish of hers.
I will keep it safe in case it is hers. And I'll stash it in my little...
In your bag.
Would Siggy... I feel like Siggy would have like a fanny pack to stash all the things she's stolen.
No doubt.
Yeah, her fanny pack. That's where she puts it.
Okay.
That's where she puts her crystals and her snacks.
Fair enough. Heading... There's no other... this is a dead end. There's no other passageway here, so... Do you want to go backtrack? Do you want to search these rooms a little more thoroughly? What do you want to do?
Siggy's gonna head down. She's
Okay.
impatient.
You head back to the group and down the stairs. Where to now?
Check out the other side, I guess.
Sure.
Yes.
So I'm going to toggle back to the map that we were on previously. Here we go. Back down the stairs. Move your tokens wherever you'd like. Okay. You head back out into the hallway. Maneuvering to the other side? Okay.
I'm gonna open up that door.
Okay. Should be good now. And you're heading
same
back up.
thing.
Yep, heading back up
Yep.
to the other side. Yep.
Yep.
I'll switch us over to the other map. All right, I'll just move your tokens. That way it's a little easier, but let's see here.
So how
There we go.
steep is this staircase? Is this like how high do we think that we're climbing with this straight staircase?
Probably like 30 feet. 30 feet in height.
Okay.
But the towers go up even higher, and there's a second set
Okay.
that you went up before, right? So it probably went up nearly 100 feet. Let's see here.
Gotcha.
Let's go down. Yep, here we are. So you all see your characters now?
Mm-hmm.
Right here. There we go. I'll move Lemon. So this one, you can see as you climb up the staircase here, you see an enameled white coffer resting on a black basalt pedestal in the middle of the room. The coffer contains a similar jewel. This one is plum-sized and it is made of translucent white crystal. So yeah, I assume
I
you're using your...
will
Oh, go
pick
ahead.
it up,
Sure.
give it a little once-over. Is it basically the same thing as the other one?
Give me an insight check.
Inside. Okay. 6.
No. Yeah, it does look similar. I mean, it's not you know, out of the realm that they're connected, but they do look different. We're not at the
No.
carnival.
I'll hand it to Boomy and ask him, what do you think?
See, the
Kinda
music
just
went to the
like-
carnival.
You hand it to Boomy, he just eats it.
Yeah, I feel like I would just like bang it on the wall at that point.
Sure. You swat at it. Boomy's acting strange, everybody. Nobody's even talked about it.
What is
Boomy's
wrong
acting
with you?
strange.
Never mind. I'll hand it
Boomy-
over to Quentin.
Boomy, is this a bit? Or did something happen?
I was gonna say, do I know like what's happening, or am I just starting to act, you know, strange?
You're starting. No, you boom. Your intelligence is 3. Happened immediately.
I'm just like, I feel there's someone here. There has to be someone here.
Boomy, you hear the sound of ruffling paper.
What is that? What is that? And I'm gonna just like
What-
go run towards that. Like, I'm not run, but like I'm gonna kind of move towards where I hear that noise.
It's a wall, Boomy. It's a wall.
Down the stairs, Boomy, that you just came.
All right, I'm gonna check that out.
Check what's out.
That noise.
What noise?
Shh.
Boomy, what are you talking about?
Do you hear it? Then
No. I mean, I'll make a perception check to try to listen out for it, I
Sure.
guess, for whatever he's telling me he's hearing. 19.
No, you don't hear anything. You like pause. You hold up your hand to your ear. You don't hear anything really.
I don't hear anything. What's going on, Boomy? Are you
I'm gonna
hearing-
keep watch. I'm gonna keep watch right here just in case.
Did you
Um,
eat something? Something you found? Another piece of candy from the wilds?
No. Just some water.
You had water?
water.
Like from your water?
Yeah.
Why would that? Wait,
You had water.
you had your water.
I had water from outside. Delicious. Now let me guard this entryway.
Those
like
are
from
two
the
big
pool
words.
that had the weird gelatinous fish that Oscar was talking about.
What?
Water tastes good. Good job.
Water good, fire bad.
Very quenchy.
I'm like gripping my you know, my branding iron just like at the ready, almost.
Right. Let's simmer down. We haven't encountered anything yet, although there was whatever happened with the door. What is it that you're hearing?
Oh, if someone comes through this hallway, I'm on it.
What are you
Going
hearing?
all
then?
through.
You said you're hearing something. What are you hearing?
I heard some rustling. Someone is feels
Rustling?
like someone's sneaking about.
Yeah, these are big words for you. Rustling, delicious.
I hear
We hear
movement
noise.
of paper.
Noise bad. Bad man die.
Noise. Crunch of
Paper
twig.
on paper. I hear paper fight in
Can't
distance.
you hear?
Hear a scary noise. Not know what noise is.
No,
Scary.
no, what noise? So anyway, there's nothing in this tower specifically other than that a strange coffer with a gemstone, similar to the other one.
Alright.
This seems to be a dead end.
I'll shove it in my pocket. Let's get going.
Okay, heading back.
Yep.
I love this. Gotta love.
I hope she doesn't mind that we're fucking robbing her.
Basically.
I mean, hey, maybe one of these things is the secret to getting her out.
All
All
right.
right. You want to
So
go
you're
up
all
one of
here.
the stairs?
I guess
think
let's go up, unless Boomy keeps hearing a paper fight.
What? Fight?
No. Follow me, Boomy.
Siggy's still like stuck in that tower, I think, and I can't get her out.
Where is she?
Oh no. Oh wait, no, I have you over. You're over here.
You're over here. I brought you over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I don't see me.
There
Oh,
you
I'm
go.
under someone. Okay.
Yeah, you put
Great.
you under me.
Great.
Okay, so you head up the spiral staircase, correct?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I'll tell you what you see. So here's what you see. The spiral staircase. Let's see here. Am I on the right? This is. I hate the way they do maps sometimes. It's like super complex because of like the overlaid parts. But here we go. This is where I believe you are supposed to be here. The spiral staircase heads up, and you can see you come to some sort of a stone. Some sort of a stone landing. I'll place you on the other map because that's how this works. All right. Here we go. There. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, so it ascends 30 feet up. You're presumably on the second level of the main part of the palace. To the northwest, you can see an elevated staircase extending over the Court of Storms, and it leads to one of the turrets. But I don't, for some reason, don't see a thing here. Yeah. I don't see a thing here. 14D.
I see the door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, no, it does not. That was the other one. That was the bottom where you just were. So, the top brings you up, and you can see a double door to the south, presumably leading to the southern side of the palace where you were outside in the garden. If you step aside or to that through that door, you can see it's a balcony overhang leading outside. And I'll just delete it there. Go ahead. Yep, it leads out to the palace, and you can even see it kind of vaguely there.
All right. Well, this seems like a bust. I don't particularly want to climb. Do I looking over the edge? Do I see anything from over here, or the other side?
You do. You feel like you see some sort of a shadowy figure on the ground level over by the opposite bookended tower. And
wait, over
here?
Yep.
And almost immediately when you're looking at it, the whatever figure it was looked like humanoid, but almost immediately, like it turned to run and disappeared in a flash. Just disappeared. Turned around and then disappeared.
And this was on the ground level, or this was on this balcony?
Nope, on the ground level. So underneath this balcony, kind of peering
outside.
Yes, peering over, like at the door. It was like hiding right behind here, this shadowy figure, and then all of a sudden, it turned to run and disappeared.
How did it fucking see me?
It's broad daylight, right? It's pretty clear.
Didn't you say how high? Wait, how high up did we go?
This is 30 feet up.
Oh, this tower's only 30 feet. Oh,
Yep.
I thought this was a lot higher. Okay.
So inside, over that stormy area, that goes up higher. And just to give you some perspective, it should be in your journals. But the picture of the palace, you can actually see where you really are here. So like you'd be like here.
The right side, the right
tower.
tower.
These towers. Whereas where you've been going has been these central towers, starting with maybe the one like to the west here, and maybe you just went to the one to the north. You know, like you're going to these smaller towers jutting out over that central.
What is
location.
that central opening that looks like on the gatehouse? On the top floor of the gatehouse. Is that
like
something?
Right here? I don't know if you can see my mouse, but
I can't see your mouse now.
Okay. Well,
but yeah,
just above
right
the
over the gatehouse
where you entered. Yeah. It looks like some sort of a lookout, I would say Siggy would have been able to go up there and zoom up there and just saw more of the starry sky. It looked like there was, it looks like there's a light here, but you go up to this top there and you would see inside and you see the stormy area below. It looks over into that stormy court. Presumably, you're at that level right now. But you just don't know how to access that area.
Well, I'm
Okay.
confused because we were told this place was going to be full of basically enslaved people who have been brought here for misbehaving by the hags.
And you've
We've
seen
encountered
none.
no one but a shadowy figure and some noises. Is everybody here invisible?
Well,
I feel like at this point I would start sniffing the air at that to see if I like notice anything. Seems very
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Since you're in bear form, we'll give you an advantage on your primal senses.
Cool. Let me see. There we go.
What'd you get?
An 8 and a 17. A 17 would be my advantage.
Nah, you wouldn't smell anything. I mean, you smell the garden, the lovely smells of the garden, but
Siggy's gonna take a bit of a chance. She's not gonna like scream it, but she's going to she's going to like loudly say, "Rowan? Are you here?"
no response. No figure
How-
presents themselves.
I'm on heightened alert after hearing Siggy like raise her voice a little bit.
what was that?
I was like, Siggy, what did you see?
Did anyone else hear someone say Rowan?
Rowan. I feel like a dog now. I feel like I'm just barking the same thing. after.
Oh, that's
Rowan.
too many angles. That's not gonna work.
How long does this last for, Bob?
You'll find out.
Great.
You'll find out when it doesn't end.
All the stuff I have
Oh.
to remove something, it's like remove curse or like remove poison, but not something like this.
Wait, looking down. Okay, so I'm seeing the tower here, right? This is the tower with Wrath.
Yep,
So there's a door there, and this is ramparts.
you do see that. Yes.
Is there a way leading? Is there something on this side of the
There
ramparts?
could be. So just to clear up anything here, this area here would be covered. It doesn't look that way because it's you got to
What
see your
area?
token. The area you're pointing to. There
This
is a
area?
door there. Yeah, through you can see it from your elevated position. I think that Siggy would even have seen it when you flew in. It was there. I don't know if you just didn't notice it. I was curious if you saw that door, but when the creature, the heart, changed back to stone, let you leave. But there are doors here.
Okay, and this is covered. This is
Yeah.
in ramparts. I thought that was exterior ramparts.
It's not. No, it's
Oh.
covered.
Oh.
It's hard to see because
I did
your
not
character
realize
token
that.
would be, your character token would be in there. If you'd like me to switch it over to the
Gotcha.
other map, you might be able to see it even better.
All right, so
Let me switch it
So
over to the other
far-
map.
so far we have really no means of ingress other than getting into this hallway. So what do we want to do here? We
Just so you can
can't just
see
keep
the door.
wandering around. Okay, gotcha. Could we, Siggy? Is there a way for you to? How would we get into that tower?
Probably can't carry. You guys are probably too heavy for
Yeah.
me. I'm
How are
assuming.
we even expected
Just
to get
just
into
because
this
I don't want the map to confuse you, because sometimes when you play these games and you present a map, people will only, go with those sort of things. I'm just going to move your tokens all around so you can see every aspect. So I'd assume that you would inspect the area. You're not just going to be like,
Yeah.
well, I only see this door, so I'm going through that door. Let me just move you around. So there's a couple things you can note here. There's that door here with the with Wrath, where you were in the that little separate garden. You did see doors there, Siggy.
Okay.
They probably would have been hard to see when you were just flying over top, but from your vantage point up there, really looking at the area, you would have seen those. You presume that leads through that passageway somewhere into the castle. There's also, after flying around and kind of encircling the area, you also see that there are... I'll move you as well. Oh man, there's things in the way here. You can see that there are doors leading in here, and these doors don't have a elk heart symbol on, or a lion, for that matter. You also sense that there's that large beanstalk sort of like growth that comes out of the far north tower to the right. You know, you saw in the picture. I mean, there's no like door there, you see, but with the growth, you feel like there must be some sort of protrusion. So there's I'd say there's, at this point, you would have assumed that there are 3 options. You also went through the heart door. So you saw some things in the heart door, and those are 3 other ways that you might be able to get into the castle. If you have any other questions, you can let me know. If you have something creative, I can decide if it's possible.
All right. I didn't see this door before.
Right, because if we were playing on, you know, a table, and I had like terrain, or I had a map
it would
drawn
be a
out.
lot easier to see. It's very, very difficult to see that door.
Yeah. So I don't want to screw you over by saying, well, you know, this is all you see. You know, move
Gotcha.
yourself.
I appreciate
Wherever you'd
that. I have no idea where my token went.
I believe you are right here.
Where?
Oh, no, you're not. Never mind. I thought you were behind Wrath. I'll move you in.
Oh, I was under Boomy.
Okay.
Should we go through this door then? Right.
Crew?
I'll open the door.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right, so you go to the side after examining the area, and you see these large double doors here. These doors are even wider than the elk door. Or sorry, the heart door. This looks as though it would be some sort of like a stable. You want to open it still?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
You open up this door, this side door, and inside you see just that. There's a carriage. The doors swing open to reveal a crystal carriage hitched to a pair of glass statues shaped like Pegasi. Folded silk butterfly wings are attached to the roof of the carriage.
Right. And are those 2 more doors out?
Yep, there are 2 doors leading out of this room, one to the north and one to the east. Double doors.
While this would be a lovely escape, I don't think that we're going to be able to use it to get further in.
You get the sense that, based on your sense of direction, that this door would lead towards the central chamber, that star, vortex.
Gotcha. Okay.
This door, you're not sure, though.
I'll wait by this door for everyone else if they want to do anything in the room.
I'm just gonna be like, see, be careful. You never know what's around these corners.
Are you not
Be
going
careful,
in?
Boomy.
Oh.
Super high alert still, like sniffing around. Just
Did you become an animal or a PTSD survivor?
No, he is primal. It said
Yeah.
you have the mentality of like a beast. Yeah.
Siggy might examine the carriage just to get some, because it looks cool. That's why.
Sure. What are you looking for?
Just any features of note. Are the creatures pulling it alive, or are they like statues?
They're crystal statues.
Crystal statues.
Glass, excuse me. The carriage is crystal, and the pair of glass statues are shaped like Pegasi.
Okay. I might touch one of them to see what it feels like.
Feels like hard glass.
glass.
You
Okay.
can really feel it. Yeah, it feels like glass. Give me an investigation check or perception.
I'll do investigation. That's a +6.
Sure.
$13.
I mean, there are literally no handles, no hinges, no keyholes, and Yeah, it seems like there's no way into the carriage. However, you do inspect and look inside the windows, and inside you can see that there is an ornate glass key resting right there on the seat.
Can I inspect the wings of the carriage?
The butterfly wings,
Yes.
they look like they are fragile.
Are they moving?
They are not moving.
They're not moving.
Nope.
Can I
It's
touch
made
one
of it looks like it is also made of like crystal.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm.
Can I go under the carriage to see if there's a way in through that?
You can, and you don't see anything. There's no like secret trap door underneath or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, perhaps you could break in because it's all made of crystal and whatever, but it's not super. Doesn't seem super fragile. The carriage itself does not seem fragile.
Yeah, and I don't think Siggy would want to break something so beautiful, so she won't break
Fair
in.
enough.
I am having a thought. This is both me and Quentin. So we're having trouble with lots of doors. However, this thing, I'm assuming, can fly. It has wings. Pegasi it can fly. I mean, what if we took it and went out on the exterior and landed somewhere and then went in from there? And I'm looking at the image that you shared of Palace of the Heart's Desire, and there's like a kind of sloped part of the central tower that then has a big vine leading to an open window. And
Sure.
I'm fine with whatever, but if we want to go further, I imagine we're probably going to encounter more hindering doors.
I would say at this point you hear the rustling of paper again. And then
Me?
the sound disappears. I'd say everyone hears it this time. You're in a area that's pretty, the acoustics of it would be easy to hear, and not just someone in their primal state. So I'd say you hear the ruffling of paper.
Could I tell where I heard it from?
Perception check?
Sorry?
Perception?
Come on, I need high on this.
No. Somewhere around you, though,
Okay.
close to you.
Close to me?
I mean, sure, yeah. It felt like it was close to you.
Okay, so it's not like across the room.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire centered on that spot.
You do, and there's nothing revealed.
Nothing's revealed.
Nothing is revealed.
Alright, well, it's not an invisible creature. Whatever it is.
Mike, Christian, what are you doing?
Waiting to go deeper into the
To the palace?
palace.
Yeah, I'm following everyone.
Randall, it seems like your idea could work, but maybe it's something you can come back to?
Sure.
Okay. There is a door to the north and a door to the east. Where do you want to go? I'd say, Randall, you're close to the door. Mike, you're close to a door.
Well, you said that we know this one goes to that
That's where you feel like, yeah.
that other like starry room.
Yeah,
So yeah, why don't we go through this one?
sure. You open the door. This leads into what appears to be the castle proper. You leave the stable, almost like barn-like entrance that you came into, and you head into a hallway. This hallway is decorated. You can see running the length of this oblong room is a rug, woven with images of thorny white roses. Each of the doors on the north and south wall have an alabaster pedestal standing inside the room beside it. Atop each pedestal is an alabaster vase that holds several long-stemmed white roses. Carved into the vase are "Take one" in common. There's a door to the east as well, which probably leads into the same starry room. And then a door to the left. However, the door to the left is emblazoned with a lion's head on it. And there's seemingly no door handle to it. What do you do?
I assume we have to move the crowd if we want to get into the doors with the lion's head.
Probably.
Are you all moving into the room, or...
I've moved in, yeah.
Gotcha.
Can I
Go ahead.
examine one of the vases with the white roses?
Sure. It's a vase. Simple vase. Nothing inside other than roses. These white roses.
And it says take one?
It does, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start slowly... I'm going to use Mage Hand again and just slowly start reaching towards it, kind of looking around to see if Quentin's going to stop me.
Sure. You mage hand into it, and you pick one of the roses up, bring it to yourself. Looks like Quentin is fine with it. Quentin, you're walking around and you turn and you see Siggy lifting one of those roses with her invisible mage hand. What do you do?
Right. I guess my assumption, they're right next to the doors, correct?
Yeah. There's one right next to the door on your side, and then the opposite.
Well, I guess I'll. Did you feel anything?
She picks up the
Nope.
rose. She's fine.
All right.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, it smells beautiful.
I suppose I'll take one,
Sure.
and I
Mike?
suppose it could be a gift. So.
Mike, you head to the opposite door there. You start to look at it. I assume you maybe think about opening it.
Yeah.
So you go to that door, and you're about to open it, and you feel something moving by your feet. As you stepped off the rug and landed on the kind of like the marble floors, the rug is tugging at you. The rug appears, and we're going to combat here.
Oh, gosh.
Roll initiative.
Fuck.
Everyone roll initiative. And tell me what you get.
Shit.
I got a 10.
10. Gotcha.
That's good. 18.
Got a 5. Oh, I have a good initiative bonus. Oh, because I get my thing. I tell you, that Jack of all trades feature is awesome.
Okay. What do you have here, Christian?
10.
10. Quentin, a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. The creature is going to attack you, Mike. Let's see here. It's going
Damn, it'd be my
to
initiative?
smother you. So it's going to attack you. It was hidden. It had a false appearance. It was pretty hard to see. And then it attacks you. And then you're going to be able to react like normal.
Then, because Charles is in range, it's going to use his reaction to
Okay.
impose disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Nice.
20 is the total.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
I'll silvery barbs it.
Silver
Unless, am I
barbs.
surprised?
You are, actually. But I rolled again, and it rolled a nat 20.
Okay. Well then, if I'm surprised, I wouldn't even be able to do it, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
So
So you're going to be hit. You're grappled as the thing like kind of wraps up around your legs and spirals up your body. You're going to take a total of, let's see here, damage. Why doesn't it give me the damage? I want the damage. All right, I'll just roll it here. The damage is a total of. Did it roll? Oh, it did. Okay, never mind. You're going to take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled. While you are grappled, you are restrained and blind as the thing kind of wraps over your head. And we go to you, Mike, top of the order.
All right. What skill would it be to get away from it?
Either athletics or acrobatics.
Great. I'm not good at either of those, so that's lovely.
And on deck is Boomy.
All right, well, I'll give it a shot. Try to use acrobatics to get out.
Sure.
Nope, that didn't work.
No, a total of 3? No, that's not going to cut it. So you're struggling to get out of this.
Then
What about
I
Charles?
guess I'll have Charles will attack it. Let's see. I wish it was easier to access his attack.
Charles, yeah, he's like hidden away. It's hard to get
Awful.
on
10.
Roll20, yeah. Or D&D Beyond, excuse me.
Yeah, I imagine that misses.
Okay. A total of a 10? Yeah, it misses. Charles tries to get this rug off of you, but no avail. Boomy and then Siggy on deck.
Yeah, Boomu just straight up run and swing his branding iron at this guy. Or the
Gotcha.
That's going to be a 25 to hit.
You hit.
That'd be for 9 damage.
You get the
9
sense-
fire damage.
Yeah, you get the sense, though, that while you do light this thing on fire, and I guess it actually is not going to... It could catch on fire, right? Does this light things on fire? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah,
how much
it's
fire
fire
does
damage,
it.
but it's not
Right.
like you are lighting it on fire. It's like the heat of it all. So you like brand this rug. Mike, you take 4 of the damage as you feel that heat searing right on your hind quarters.
Okay.
So 4 to you and 5 to the rug. We go to Siggy next, and Quentin on deck.
Ooh, that makes me rethink my move because I was gonna firebolt. But if the heat from that might transfer.
Yeah, I would say that you heard Oscar scream. He was like, ah.
Yeah. But is that any attack or just fire? Okay.
Probably.
I mean, in order
Probably,
you to
yeah.
hit this thing, you get the sense that you'd have to hit it with some force, and it's going to hit Mike.
Okay, so then what I will do instead is cast Reduce on it.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. What's the saving throw?
It is Con 14.
I rolled a 7. So yeah,
Okay.
it'll reduce.
So its size is halved and its weight is reduced to 1/8. And then it has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
So for this purposes, I'll give Mike advantage if you would like to get out. The rug is smaller and is not able to completely wrap you up as well as it could have. All right. We go to you now, Quentin.
All right. I'm gonna try. I don't want to attack it. I'm assuming that this is like I as a player know what this is. But I think that he's probably assuming this is like an animated object.
Sure.
Of some sort. I am going to almost all of my stuff does psychic damage. I can either do psychic or thunder. So yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna
Hit
try to, since it now is smaller, maybe even in my diminutive strength, I can get it out. I can get rid of it, or get Oscar out. So I'm going to try to make a contested strength check against it.
Go for it.
It's
got disadvantage because of the size, correct, Dasha?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, come on. I have a -1. I gotta roll
So
high here.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled an 11.
All right.
You rip
I got
the
a
rug.
-2 to strength, and I want a strength check.
You rip the rug off of Oscar. The rug looks at you as rugs do. You know, magic carpets. You know the.
Yeah, it forms
You can see
the, like,
its
little rug face.
Yeah, you can see its little rug face. It furrows, and it doesn't try to fight you off. It'll let you hold it.
All right. Could I?
Tied in a knot. It's small.
This door is unlocked, right?
There are 2 sets of doors that don't have a lion's head to the north and to the east. I mean,
All right.
no door has been locked per se, except for the ones with the the heart and the lion.
So it's letting me hold it then?
It's letting you hold it, yeah.
Okay, so then as a free, can I open the door and just shove it out the door and then
Yeah.
close it behind me?
You can, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
It's
do
not
that
gonna, yeah, it's not going to object.
then.
It's just a little
Ah.
baby rug.
Little baby rug. All right, no one get on that balcony.
Just hang it out to dry off the side.
I was honestly debating just chucking it into the
Into the void.
space. Yeah.
You should have.
You want to throw it into the
A
void?
magic carpet ride through the.
You want to just
yeah,
drop it off
I might
the
as well.
edge?
I might as well just chuck it in. I, as a player, don't want to, but Quentin does.
Well, here's what you get, Siggy. So Quentin goes over to the edge and just kind of
Oh dear.
like hangs it over. And Quentin, you didn't have to do much. The wind vortex like sucks it down out of your hands, almost like hurts your hand how forceful it was. And it just is going down into that vortex, like becoming ever more a dot in the distance.
Well, guess it's good that you didn't fly.
Yes.
I'm
I'm stunned.
not sure why that attacked us, and why it seemed to like me, but
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Shall we away?
Yeah. The only other door is to the north, and the lion door does not open as you approach it. Sig, you've been standing by it, and it's not opening.
I'm gonna put the rose into the. I'm gonna deposit the rose into the
vase?
the vase on the other end.
Gotcha. All right. I
I'll
assume
open the door.
you're proceeding north?
Yeah.
Okay. The door opens into another long corridor hallway. There are 2 doors, sets of double doors, to your left that you can see with insight. It continues on even further, however. And then to the right, you can feel the vortex even. There are stairs leading upwards to one of those central towers.
Okay. Are there any symbols on any of these doors?
None.
None. Okay.
I will say that if you were to pass by this door, though, you can hear sounds, voices coming from the other side.
I'm
This
going
door
to.
right here?
Yep. The door to the left.
I'm gonna immediately go to Siggy, and just say, I'm gonna use message actually. Siggy, there are voices on the other side of this door.
I know, I hear them.
I don't know if one of them is your brother, but we have to be careful, alright?
Okay, I promise.
And I'll just kind of whisper to the rest. Should we go through?
I don't
Alright.
see why not.
Let's do it. I'll open the door. I'm assuming Boomy is with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's, I assume, moving together.
Okay.
So you open the door, and it opens, it's not locked. And the noises become ever clearer. Two people having a conversation. Inside here, there are leather-bound tomes that fill tall shelves of this grand library. You can see rolling ladders anchored to rails above the topmost shelves to allow easy access to the higher books. Appearing from behind a bookshelf is an elderly, hunchbacked man carrying an open book. You can hear him speaking to someone across the room out of view. There's no one in sight as the bookshelves seem to be obscuring. He doesn't notice you just yet as you're standing in the doorway. And he says, "Come, Rowan. Please, hurry. We're on a search. No more dilly-dallying." And then he turns to see the four of you in the doorway. Excuse me. This library is closed to visitors," he says, snapping the book closed and making an effort to hide his surprise. And we will see you next week.
You can't do this to me, Bob. You can't do this to me.
We will see you next week on The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Great job tonight, everybody. You're in the castle.
I feel like we made good progress.
And
How
someone's
dare you.
here.
I feel like the name of this episode should be a game of doors.
Yes.
Yes, literally.
What is behind door number 2?
There's
Your brother.
So many doors. And also, who the fuck designed this castle? Who puts the grand entrance leading to a basically empty hallway with a balcony? Like,
To be fair, it was a guarded, locked doorway. You just happened to
but
meet
if
the
you're
right people.
chosen, you're supposed. The door that wasn't locked led us into the place that we need to be. The door that was locked and you need to be chosen for leads to a basically empty hallway. We could have just told Raph and Envy to fuck off.
Does it? I mean, you found some things in there. Remember, maybe
things,
items,
sure.
maybe items as important as that axe that Oscar found. We'll see.
Potentially.
But only time will tell. Don't forget, everyone, as we're nearing the end of this grand adventure, make sure you're following along. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Check the link below for ways to support Tabletop Bob. Lots of things down there in the description. We might be joined by some guests next week. We'll see. We will see. We're nearing the end here, but I'm not going to give any spoilers away. Everyone, have a good night, and we'll see you on the tabletop. Bye, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Night,
Good
everyone.
night.